The atheist YouTuber Thunderfoot repented and believed in the sacrifice of Jesus on the cross paid for his sins. Amongst the Christian YouTubers, there was lots of fanfare around Thunderfoot joining the team. The consensus was he would be making creationist videos. Would he be old Earth or young Earth? While they were predicting that, Thunderfoot began studying the Bible, quickly seeing the significance given to prophecy, such as Paul telling the Corinthians, "Pursue love and desire spiritual gifts, and above all, that you may prophesy." He was careful to note that didn't mean fortune-telling or mapping out the end times. The spiritual gift of prophecy often was closer to calling out sin. Before he was a Christian, Thunderfoot was used to busting people who he thought were selling snake oil like Solar Roadways. Yet when he studied Revelation, he read, "The one who reads this is blessed, and those who hear the words of this prophecy and keep what is written in it are blessed, because the time is near." So like Isaac Newton, he saw the utility in spending his efforts there. Revelation 13 particularly had his attention. The beast from the sea, or the Antichrist, usually got the spotlight, but Thunderfoot was transfixed on the beast from the earth. He immediately had his own idea, but wanted to compare his notes with others. His next video, after his testimony of conversion, started by him saying this: "I am new to this, so I humbly offer my initial thoughts about the Antichrist and false prophet. I say humbly because I confess this is not the place to start, to declare you've just been born again and instantly know the ending. Humbly because I have fresh eyes to this, which mean I could be off by a mile, or if I know this is too early to make such a bold claim, why do it? Since I am a babe in Christ, I can fall when trying to walk, and at worst, it'll be seen as adorable." Before I reveal my suspect, I want to recommend you watch the debate between Chris White and Joel Richardson. Chris White thinks the Antichrist will be a false Jewish Messiah, and Joel Richardson thinks the Antichrist will be a Muslim. I'd wager either of those views is more likely than the novel one I'm going to suggest. The first letter of John chapter 2 reads, "And as you have heard, Antichrist is coming. Even now, many Antichrists have come. Who is the liar, if not the one who denies that Jesus is the Messiah? This one is the Antichrist, the one who denies the Father and the Son. No one who denies the Son can have the Father. He who confesses the Son has the Father as well." From the phrase Antichrist is coming suggests there will be one prominent Antichrist who hadn't come yet. With more confidence, I can say from many Antichrists have come, self-explanatory, many Antichrists. Anyone who denies Jesus is the Messiah is an Antichrist. Chris White and Joel Richardson, regardless if their conception of the one prominent Antichrist is accurate, they are both accurately bringing attention and remedy to Antichrist beliefs. Just like if someone was refuting Hinduism, which doesn't believe Jesus is the Messiah, should have our support, regardless if the prominent Antichrist will be a Hindu. With all the necessary safety precautions in play, time for my pet theory. Who is the Antichrist? The beast from the sea? I have no idea, and again, I defer to Joel Richardson and Chris White. The beast from the earth, the false prophet. Someone does stand out to me. The one definite sign of the beast of the earth is that he can cause fire to come down from heaven, similar to Elijah causing fire to come down from heaven. John the Baptist never called fire down from heaven, but was considered to be the prophetic fulfillment of Elijah. But he wasn't literally Elijah reincarnated or cloned. Point being, for fulfillment of prophecy isn't always the way people were expecting, or it's fuzzier than how they pictured it. When a SpaceX rocket fires up, launches, and re-lands from heaven, and the whole audience cheers, that might be fuzzier than literal fire coming down from heaven, but are you judging that with the same scrutiny as John the Baptist being Elijah? I'm going to read Revelation 13 and what it says about the false prophet, and superimpose my pet theory of Elon over the text, and you decide if it's fuzzy or maybe it fits. He compels the earth and those who live on it to worship the first beast, whose fatal wound was healed. Some say Elon's Neuralink, aside from curing blindness and paralysis, might help us cheat death and have digital immortality. Maybe the Antichrist will have the Neuralink already implanted when he receives his fatal wound, and because of Neuralink, he survives. Back to the text. He also performs great signs, even causing fire to come down from heaven to earth in front of people. SpaceX. He deceives those who live on the earth because of the signs that he's permitted to perform on behalf of the beast. SpaceX, The Boring Company, Starlink, Tesla, Neuralink, telling those who live on the earth to make an image of the beast. What is an image? Is it just a two-dimensional NFT, a comic book page? The word in Greek translated to image could also be statue. Could that be a Tesla robot? What's more likely, a drawing that talks or a Tesla robot that is able to talk? Can a drawing kill? Can a robot? Back to the text. Who had the sword wound and yet lived, he was permitted to give a spirit to the image of the beast, or a spirit to the Tesla robot, so that the image of the beast could both speak and cause whoever would not worship the image of the beast to be killed. Let's read that again with instead of image, robot. He was permitted to give a spirit to the robot of the beast, so that the robot of the beast could both speak and cause whoever would not worship the beast to be killed. Could that be a Tesla robot knocking on your door, and if you don't do what it says, it terminates you? And he requires everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to be given a mark on right hand or his forehead, so that no one could buy or sell unless he has the mark. Elon would know a thing or two about setting up a digital worldwide buy and sell. He did have his hands in PayPal after all. I concede I had an axe to grind against Elon before I was a Christian, and maybe my flesh is seeing coincidences in the text and his companies. But other than Jeff Bezos, out of 8 billion people, he seems to fit the bill the best currently. If the Antichrist is a Muslim, I don't think Elon is the false prophet. The only way Elon could be the false prophet is if the Antichrist is a New Age Messiah, or maybe, like Chris White says, a false Jewish Messiah.